Operation Tenfold Pursuit is on the way, and we have got to look at the newest rework of Thatcher. Although it's not explicitly confirmed to be Thatcher, they basically confirmed it yesterday with this teaser that you'll see on the screen in a second. So with this teaser, you can see that this season is officially called Operation Tenfold Pursuit. And in it, you can see a boat. Now, that boat belongs to Thatcher. That is the Iron Maggie. I've covered this in a lore video before, that Thatcher is based off somebody who took part in the Iranian embassy. Thatcher's name is based on Margaret Thatcher, and he's named his boat after Margaret Thatcher as the Iron Maggie. Margaret Thatcher was often referred to as the Iron Lady. So for those who didn't know that lore or like UK history, that's just a bit of background for you. So the boat you see in this teaser trailer is the Iron Maggie, and right at the back of the boat, this will be a really bad image, but you can see someone standing there. That is likely Thatcher. In case you are wondering, how do we know that Thatcher lives on the Iron Maggie other than it being like in his lore? In one of the videos that we got at the SI many years ago with, I think it was called The Hammer and the Scalpel with Thatcher and Dokkaebi, we get to see Thatcher and his history with his brother, and you see where he lives on the boat. This is the same boat in this trailer, or the CGI film, that you also then see in this teaser trailer. Now, some things that I want to highlight in this teaser trailer is actually the first look at the remastered gadget. So to the right where the docks are, you can see that there is a Kaid claw highlighted by like an electronic device, as well as two circles that looks like they could be electronics, but we don't know what they are. Now this looks like a combination between IQ and Solace. We always knew that EMP devices would be worked on this season. They confirmed that during the reveal in, I think it was May and Reload. So Thatcher always made sense. They always said it would be a year one attacker too. So it was either going to be IQ or Thatcher, but now we see the Iron Maggie. It is going to be Thatcher. Now, if the Iron Maggie was not in this teaser trailer, I would have believed for it to be IQ, because IQ's gadget, as we all know, she flicks up her little wristwatch thing and she can see unknown gadgets, ping them, and then it'll tell her, and I think potentially her team, what they are. I don't actually remember if it tells her team or not, because IQ is so underwhelming in the meta that we have that no one really ever plays her. Like, even pros don't play her all that much anymore. So really interesting teaser, because it looks like the Thatcher remaster is going to basically be IQ 2.0, but will introduce EMPs. So basically IQ with EMPs to some effect, because I don't believe Thatcher will lose his EMPs. They said they're reworking EMPs and also like disabling effects on electronic gadgets, which will also affect mute, I assume, too. So we're going to have IQ with EMPs, it seems, from this teaser. So what's the point of IQ now? I feel like it's safe to say that IQ will be the next remastered operator, because if Thatcher remaster comes out how this teaser is showing us to, unless it is for IQ, what's the point of IQ? People have been asking for an IQ remaster, or a buff or something to IQ for a long time, and she definitely hasn't received that. So I am certain that if this isn't for IQ, which I feel like we can guarantee now that it's not, since the Iron Maggie is in this trailer, that this is for Thatcher. So IQ has to be the next one to be remastered, surely. I really hope they don't then do a Defender in Year 11 Season 2 and then do IQ in Year 11 Season 4, because I really don't think IQ should have to wait for more than a year. Sorry, I hiccuped. A year to be remastered. There are a couple of other things in this teaser as well. We can see on this scanner, very faintly, top left-hand corner, it says, I think 100 meters or 10 meters. I can't tell if it's a 10 or a 100, but I assume that will be like a radius. Oh, sorry, a range from where you will be able to do whatever you do. I assume it will be through floors like IQ, because on this thing in particular, or this teaser in particular, it's not like the Kaid claw is anywhere nearby. We can't see it with the visible eye, so it's not like super close by. So I assume there will be a range. You can also see a very faint 10 in the background, and then also there is like a 10 banner on the boat as well. And obviously this is to celebrate 10 years of Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege turns 10 on the 10th of December this year. And we know that we have got a brand new event coming this season, or in year 10, season 4. And we know that that is going to feature Jaeger ACOG, as well as Blackbeard's old rifle shield. I assume the 500 HP one, the absolutely wild one from back in the day. At a showcase or a game show in Thailand, Alex Karpozis, the creative director, went and said about the new event, and said for some people, if they miss the old play style of Siege, that they can get the nostalgia hit, because look out for things like Jaeger ACOG and the Blackbeard Shield coming back to the game next season in the event. Now, although he said like this, I assume if he's listing those two things, they are guaranteed to be coming back. And with that in mind, I expect to see a night map, or 2 or 3, or everything to be night maps in this event. I don't know how many maps we will play it on. I assume just one. With all events, there's only ever over one map. But I assume for it to be a night map, I assume for it to be an old school map, like a pre-reworked map. So like the OG clubhouse, where to get up into the rafters, you had to climb up some like ladder. Or for it to be like OG Theme Park, OG Hereford Base, we could have OG House. Basically, any map has been significantly reworked. I feel like it will be a pre-reworked version. If I was to take a guess, I'd probably say OG Hereford Base, although they do use that already for Legacy. So would they use it for this event with it being a new event? I'm not sure. Interestingly, during the same interview, actually, before I switch subjects, some things I think might be like OG Tachanka turret. We might also get the whole quick lean effect, or the quick lean mechanic that we had back in like year 1, year 2. I feel like that could potentially come back, and I feel like people might actually understand that they don't miss the original Siege, and that nostalgia, they're like a victim of nostalgia than actual good gameplay. As I feel like from what Alex has said and what we can predict, this might be a bit of a fun event, but cursed. Like fun because you can play it for like 2-3 weeks, however long it is. That's fun. But if Siege was like that 24/7, that would not be fun. Like, I actually don't really enjoy the Legacy mode that much. I'll play it for a day, realize how bad Siege was back then and how unenjoyable it was for like actual gameplay tactically wise, and then not play it again. So I think it will be a fun event to come back for a limited time, and maybe they'll bring it back from time to time. But I do think it will highlight the issues that we've had with Siege over the years, and how some of the changes that they have made is genuinely for the best. So moving on to the next point, he also said that Dual Front will be completely overhauled in the future of Siege, and I'm really curious as to what he means by that. He essentially said that it has been used as an experiment for Core Siege, and Core Siege is still like the main focus. So are we going to get a ranked version of Dual Front? I highly doubt it. I feel I would love one, but I don't feel like we'd get one, because I think the community would just be annoyed by that. So by an overhaul, does he mean that they're going to potentially make it less players, more players, make it quicker because people complain it's too slow? I feel like when they say completely overhaul, it means like big changes, but I don't know what those big changes could be, because people complain about it. Like, I feel like going forward with the whole Save Siege movement, they're not going to put that many resources into Dual Front, or they can't put that many resources into Dual Front because so many people complain about it. Unless they reveal the statistics of X amount of people play it, because I never have to wait for a game, but people in NA say they have to wait for a game for like half an hour. So I'd love to see how many people actually play Dual Front, because although I like it, if not many people do play it, I appreciate not giving the resources to it. So that's kind of like the future of Siege that's being confirmed recently, or like heavily suggested in the teaser trailer that we've received this week. I expect we'll get another one today as well. We also know we're going to get a brand new Elite. we're going to get what looks to be Goyo's Elite coming before this season is over. This Sunday it will come out. A new Elite skin will definitely come out this Sunday. And it looks to be Goyo's because of the red canisters and then the explosion off screen. It might not be Goyo's, but I can't think of anybody else who has a gadget like that, so I'm assuming it is for Goyo. But as always, I will keep you guys updated, and I will catch you tomorrow.